Hello everybody and welcome back to Europa, where last episode we finished fighting the HRE. We didn't get much out of it, but France did, and the HRE was significantly cut down in power level. That's very, very good for us. Now, we're currently in a slightly awkward position where we want to finish up getting a bunch of annexation done because our diplomatic power is a significant problem. There's no doubt about that. So, at this point, we're mostly just kind of chilling for at least a little bit. That said, we're basically ready to attack Tunis, which I just realized we're attacking Tunis in this game and in Hearts of Iron simultaneously. That's really, really funny. I just realized that. It's absolutely going to happen, though. So let's go ahead and get these guys attached to the transport, and we're going to move them down to here. So we need to start moving some people into position here. And is Tunis part of the HRE? They are. Okay, yeah. So that sounds good. We're going to need to have up to 30 then, but we need to start getting into position here. So we're going to attack from Corsica, and we're going to attack from Safax here. The question is, who are their allies? Wait, they're guaranteed by someone? Maghreb. Don't really care. That's probably fine. So no issue there. And at this point, if we were to declare this, who else would join this? Jared. Okay, whatever. And Ancona would join this. That has an effect on the landscape. Not that we're scared of Ancona, but it'll take a little bit of doing. We'll need to actually do something about that. Okay, so we're going to head over to Corsica here. And then we're going to take these guys down over here. If we're going to be fighting Ancona, we're going to need to go get some forces from here. So downward we go, and we'll be arriving over here shortly. We'll get these guys attached to transport, and we're going to move on up over here. So that'll be fine. But yeah, we should have probably both of our armies up there. I'm wondering if Alexandria is going to join this. If Alexandria is going to join this, I'll move both armies up. Actually, France is willing to join this. Wow. That's a little overkill. So that's absolutely fine. I don't think we need the French help, but we can bring in Alexandria. That would be okay. And the idea here would be Alexandria is going to defend our territory, hopefully. So we're going to attach to transport here, and we're going to move these guys up. So this way we can get Ancona out of this war very quickly. Now, what's the max amount of admin power that we can store? 1181? Noted. We should pull back this guy. And our forces are going to be in position very soon here. Okay, so now we need to allow them to regenerate a little bit. Okay, Sicily was integrated. That's fine. So that, of course, means that we've got access to these guys. I'm actually going to delete them, I think. Yeah, I'm going to delete them, and that's okay. We probably also got a navy here. Yeah, that's this navy. So we've got 2 early Carracks, some galleys, and some transports in here. Let's move them over to join the rest of our combat fleet. And then I'm going to get rid of these transports. We do not need them. We'll keep around the galleys and the heavy ships. We'll get those upgraded. That'll cost 130 ducats. Sounds good. We're not planning on doing any significant naval combat in this war, so that should be absolutely fine in theory. So the goal here, the plan, is to take out Ancona and to take out Tunis very quickly. From there, we can pivot to fighting Maghreb. And I think it was Jared down over here. That would be fine. We don't want to do any vassalization if we can at all help it. But we're basically ready to do this at this point. So let's... Our spy network decayed. That's sad. Okay, so let's bring this back up. We don't need much. There we go. Let's fabricate this claim. Perfect. And at this point, we can tick it 1 day, and now we can declare this war. So, Maghreb, Jared, and Ancona. And now France is unwilling to join. That's fine. I don't mind that. We can bring in Alexandria. We can't send this until 4 June, but now we can. Alexandria is going to be called in. That sounds perfect. So we'll get that going, and we are going to immediately launch a siege here. We're going to attack out over this way as well. Oh, there's a Tunisian fleet right there. Very rude of them. Okay, they're gone now. So now we're going to head in, and we're going to fight these guys up here. Perfect. We won a battle down over here, and losing 100 ducats, huh? Oof. I don't want to do that. Okay. So we're going to fight these guys here. This is a Tunisian army. That looks good. We won the battle right here, and I would love... I know I just said that I don't want to do this. I would love to vassalize Ancona under most circumstances. This is not a circumstance where our goal is to vassalize Ancona. I definitely want to take some of this territory down here so that we have access to Capitania. That's absolutely something that we want out of that. So this battle's ongoing over here. That looks fine. Meccan separatists in Jeddah. Okay. Well, we've got this fort here. That's not a big deal. For the moment, I'm not going to be concerned about that. So this battle is won. That seems great. And we're going to just walk over here. I'm going to join them in looking to stack wipe this. Perfect. So this wasn't us that stack wiped it. It was our vassal, but that's fine. We're going to send these guys out over here. And I want to grab here, but we can't move here right now. Okay. It's very rude. That's understood. So we've occupied here, and we need to just kind of head on down this direction. They have a fort down here, and we definitely need to do something. Ooh, 2 base production in Mecca. That's nice. Alexandria is losing a battle right here. We should try to go in and reinforce them. Actually, I think that was Safax, but it's okay. We built our manufactory in Roma. Looks good. We win this battle, and they are knocked out of here. Excellent. We need to get some of these sieges completed, of course, and that is our overall goal at this time. So we're just going to head southward here. Okay. So this war shouldn't be particularly challenging. It's just, you know, vaguely annoying. And then, can we bring this guy back and then come into here? No, it's zone of controlled. Okay. So we'll just pile all of these guys in here and just eat the attrition. I'm sure it'll be fine. Wonderful. So, money is going to be a bit of a concern. We are definitely a bit negative financially, and that's fine. Looks like they're sieging here, but they got a breach already. That's rude. That's very rude. So, we're going to stop fleet and beinging very soon here, but not yet. I'm interested in checking in here. Oh, that's not a very strong fleet. Okay. We could almost certainly take that fleet. We'll wait until next month. But we need to get some of these sieges completed. That's what we need right now. So we have a breach up over here. That looks good. Okay, Alexandria is starting to do actual things down here. That looks great. In fact, they're going to start up a siege up over here. That seems kind of perfect. So we took a loan. That's not shocking. It's not great, but it's not shocking. I'm just waiting for one of these to finish. It would be this one at this point. We've got 5 sieges ongoing right now. So we do need to get those finished, and we need to get these taken care of as quickly as we can. I keep hoping that we get this siege finished, and we keep rolling poorly on it. We'll get there. There we go. That's what we're looking for. So now what we need to do is we need to get this combat fleet to come sweep some of this out. So I want to roll a leader. Yeah, that's going to cost diplomatic power. We're going to roll a leader there. And why did you exit there? That was a dumb thing to do, but okay. So we're going to win this naval battle, and then our goal, of course, is to group these together and make our way up over here, because we need to clean this out. Perfect. So that's cleaned out, and at this point, we need to transport over to here, or actually maybe to here. These are awkward sea zones. Okay. So we're going to go here. We're going to embark this fleet. These guys are going to come down over here and deal with this. I really wish we didn't have to do that right now, but we do. So it's absolutely fine. We'll handle it. So down we go, and these guys, they can go back to port and start getting some repairs going. So that'll be perfect. And this is, of course, our light ships here. They're fine. I'm not concerned about that. Really? Basing rights up in... Oh, this is Tunisian. I didn't realize this was Tunisian. Huh. That's interesting. That's very interesting. So they're trying to attack here, and we could do something about it. And I think we have to. Unfortunately, we have to abandon this siege if we're going to do that, but I think it's worth it. So we're going to march up over here. We're quick marching, and we're just going to tip the scales of that battle. We're no longer going to force march, and now we're going to walk back and resume this siege. So we stack wiped that tiny little unit there, but this siege is now restarted because of that. That's understood and is completely fine. We're now going to walk down over here, and hopefully they don't immediately take that. They did not, but they might get it. They might get it yet. We'll see. So we're going to have more sieges finishing up over here soon. Eventually, anyway. Jared is offering us peace. Ah, I see. What are they offering us? This is occupied by us. That's noted. They're just offering us gold and war reps. What would it cost us to take this? To demand their full annexation? They would not currently accept that. We have 23 reasons for them to not accept that. That's wild, considering that they're fully occupied. But I guess they've got this army here. So, sure. We're going to be finishing up some sieges up over here soon. We'll come back to them. We lost the siege of Mecca. That's unfortunate. I was hoping we'd get there before that, but unfortunately we did not. So they took this back. That's no shockers. They're trying this again. We're not very progressed on this siege. I think we just go for it. So we won the Battle of Mecca. No shockers there. And what's our timing on all of this? We need a lot more dip tech, that's for sure. I'm assuming we're not making any progress here. Annexation will not progress while they don't control their provinces. Fair enough. So that's a good thing. Let's just chill here for the time being. It's at 64%. Let's just finish this siege, get that done, and we just won the Siege of Ancona. We do need to start up another siege up over here. So we'll get that completed. And very soon, we will start lowering our number of sieges and freeing up our units. That would be very good. Okay, the Siege of Tunis is now finally over. We're going to hop in over here, and we're going to siege this. We are winning this battle. The question is, where are they retreating to? Right here. Oh, okay. So that's a stack wipe. Beautiful. Let's go take this back, and Ancona now suddenly wants peace. We could now call in France. I don't see a reason to call in France, if I'm honest. We're only 2 years ahead of time right now, so admin tech is going to be a thing. We need to start taking some territory, though. So the question is, what can we even take from Ancona? If we were to just take this, that alone is 81% war score. That's insane. Who would be angry about this? Taiz, Bazin, Asir, Sura, Yamama, and Makfa. I don't care about that. So let's just go for some ducats and some war reps if we can. We can't get the war reps, so just ducats and this one singular province. That one alone. That's so much. Okay. So that's done. And at this point, this is why it was so much. It's 31 development. So we don't need a fort in both of these locations. I'm going to get rid of our fort in Capitania. This is probably a higher level fort anyway. Yeah, they upgraded their fort. We did not. So that looks good. Let's get these guys up over here, and let's go grab... Well, these can move up over here. And let's go grab our transport fleet. Our transport fleet is going to come down over here, and these are now freed up. So that looks great. No problem there. That was, of course, a small stack wipe. No issues. They've got more forces down over here. So Maghreb really wants to try to fight this, and this is not going to happen, Maghreb. You're not going to win this one. We can bring our forces down over here, which is exactly where I want them now. And we'll get this done. We can move these guys down to Rome. Seems perfect. They occupy Tatooine. We don't care. They can do that if they like. So we're very soon going to have all of Tunis occupied. The Battle of the Ligurian Sea apparently finished. Sure. Seems fine. Tunis. Alexandria pieced out. Okay. I wish that they didn't. We're still allied with them, so it's fine. Absolutely A-okay. We didn't really need them anyway. They were just a useful distraction. So it sounds good. We do want to make this core immediately. We're getting close to cap, so that's understood. And I want to move our transports on up over here. Okay, so this siege will fall soon enough, and Alexandria's now done here, of course. So let's grab these guys, and we're going to bring them on in over here. So Tatooine is now controlled by us, and I want to come down and attack Jared. We just lost this general. Okay. We'll roll a new one, although I'm not happy about it. That's a lot of shock pips, though. So that seems okay. 57%. Wow. Okay. So this siege is now over, and we can start up a siege right here. Perfect. And this siege is already done. So let's head up over this direction, and we can piece out Jared at this point. So if we were to take Jared, this is occupied by an enemy in another war. Oh, okay. This is a coattail. So we can't really do too much there unless we wanted to fight Karuan. I don't think that we can make the argument for doing that, to be honest with you. Reason being, we're going to have a lot of aggressive expansion after this. We already got a lot up here. What's the HRE feeling? Only 9. Okay, that's not too bad. So let's head down over this way. Tunis is about to be fully occupied at this point, so we need this and we need this. That'll be good. So then we can head up over this direction. Transport via fleet. We would have to take out this fort. Understood. Let's start taking back some of this territory then. Okay, so they're running away from us. They don't want to fight us, obviously, and this fort is still being sieged. I see that they have attacked us up over here. Sure. Whatever. I don't care. They can do that. We'll get up there very soon. We've got another force there, and this one can start coming in through Alexandria as well. So this siege is going to be dealt with shortly. Probably now. Yes. And now we can start heading up here and dealing with these nerds. Let's go. Excellent. So we're currently at 33% war score. 33 is not a lot of war score. I'm going to be honest. But we are going to be piecing out Maghreb fairly soon here. So this is going to be occupied shortly. Excellent. 50 admin power or 50 prestige. We'll take the admin power for right now. That seems fine. And we'll just start moving up over this direction for now. I don't feel like we need quite as many armies up over this way. We're going to be down to 2 sieges here very soon. Lebanon has embraced global trade. Good for Lebanon. Now, I want to check in here. What's our timing? 1 year. And how's global trade spread? It's okay. Noted. So that seems fine for now. And we're definitely starting to take back some of these territories. They have run away from here. They don't want to fight us. That's all there is to it. They don't want to fight us. So that looks fine. No issue there. And we can just continue to take back some territory over here. We're at 35% right now, and this is all looking good. Trade efficiency or national tax modifier? We're getting more from taxation right now. So we'll take the tax modifier. Of course, these wars are expensive. There's no doubt about that. So we would like to get any gold that we can get our hands on. We're going to head up over here next and take that back, and we find ourselves at 37% at this point. So we're making progress on these sieges, but we're not quite as far along as we'd like to be. That's for sure. And now I'm going to move this guy back up over here. Actually, transporting via sea is not the worst idea, but I'm not going to do that right now. We're mostly blocked by this land fort, and that needs to fall. So we'll start making some progress coming over here. And these guys, they can just kind of chill over here at this point. We really don't need a fourth army over here, really. Okay, that's very rude, Tunis. That's very rude. Well, we'll head on over there with our third army. Or our fourth army, I guess. We don't need 4 over here. We really, really don't. So that's okay. We'll have these sieges done very soon. There we go. This one ended. Let's go grab this. This army's on its way, and it will be starting to fill in some of this territory over here. We won this siege as well, so let's start up this siege. Perfect. Looks good. Okay, so back down over here, they ran away from us again. We're not surprised about that. They're just refusing to give combat. We'll just take this back over, and we'll head back to, well, back to Jerusalem, really. So that seems fine. It is September at this time, and we're going to want to start getting some new technology very soon. So, support for global trade? Yes, please. How are we doing on that anyway? It would cost us 2,500 ducats? Okay. We'll check after this war. For the time being, I'm completely content with what we've got right now. But after the war, that may well change. We'll see what all we get out of this. It'll be interesting. So they have a force right here, but they really don't want to fight us. They really don't want to fight us. They're trying to siege that. That's interesting. So what do we got going on over here? Are they back to their normal shenanigans? Well, we see Jared has some forces here. Ah, looks like this is over at this point. So that's absolutely noted. We'll send a force over there shortly. So we've got 52k over here. We could abandon this siege just to fight this force, and I think that's not a terrible idea here. So Maghreb does have a lot more territory out over here. Okay, I didn't realize that. Who owns this? That's Maghreb as well. Interesting. Well, we're not terribly concerned about it. So let's head on over here. They're up to 14 here. Okay, noted. We have a breach up this way. So for now, this is fine. Occupation out over here. Sure. So we definitely want to get Jared out of this war and Maghreb as well. Maghreb will be interested in leaving this war probably right now. Let's see if they are. They are. So what do we want to take from Maghreb, if anything? I wouldn't mind taking this. And then, like, connecting this together. Just that. And nothing more. And then, other than that, just ducks and war reps, I think. So that seems good. They're going to probably finish this. I'm going to move both of these armies in here to fight them before they finish it. I don't want to have to siege that back. And I don't want to have to fight them on hostile territory. So we're going to fight them right here. We're going to be considered the defender. And we did just lose our diplomatic, or rather our administrative advisor. That's understood. And it's absolutely fine for the moment. Okay, so this battle is a victory for us. We're going to restart this siege. And we're going to walk down over here. It looks like our vassal is already sieging here. That seems perfect. So that's all fine. Ooh. I think we go for this. Production is really, 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 really strong. And we need diplomatic power. Done. So that seems great. We're going to get these sieges completed soon. And up over this direction, yeah, they're doing this number again. They're just doing shenaniganery. That's okay. We'll get Jared pieced out, like, right now. So that looks okay. Let's separate piece Jared. I want to annex them. Yeah, this is going to make a couple people angry, but it's fine. So we're going to do that. We're going to full annex them. And that looks absolutely wonderful. So now this is no longer an issue, although those are now Jaridi separatists. Okay. Well, we'll head down and see about dealing with those. And now, of course, we need to finish up these sieges up here and get Maghreb out of this war. Once Maghreb is out of the war, then we can do whatever we like to Tunis. Within reason, anyway. So now the question is Maghreb willing to give us what we want? Well, they have 108 reasons not to. War score with Maghreb is only at 11%, and our demands are 32. So, yeah, we'll finish up these sieges. Eventually. We won a battle out over here. Perfect. And we're going to get this taken back. That looks great. And one of these sieges will end eventually. Eventually. I want to get these guys moving back up to Jerusalem so that we're not spending money on them, ideally. Or, well, less money on them. One of these days, one of these sieges is going to end. It is not this day. Okay, so we should probably grab these at this point. Let's see here. This would cost us $25.05. If we were to do a sale of titles, not ideal. Okay, we really need to get out of this one. But these sieges are just never ending, apparently. Noted. So we should move our troops somewhere like over here. Gain 50 admin power. Okay, that's fine. We can keep up to 1181. So for now, that's fine. I really want to get back ahead of time in admin tech. Corsican separatists up over here. Okay, noted. We should head up to Tunis then and go deal with those. So up we go, and let's attach to transport, and we're just going to hop in right over here. And boom, they're dealt with. Perfect. No problem there. We finally won this siege at long, long last. Let's stack these units together for additional bonus. Oh, they are coming in to try to fight us here. They should not do this. This is a bad idea on their part. Oh, we won the siege just before they got here too. That is such a bad idea on their part. They got really unlucky with that one. Okay. So that's a big deal for us. That's going to get us a lot of war score. So we're going to need to move up and deal with these Tunisian peasants up here. But I want to check in on Maghreb. Are they willing to give us what we want? They have 21 reasons to. So we can now take some gold, and we might be able to get war reparations. They'll not give us the war reps, but they will give us some gold. I'll accept this. This is fine. So we're going to make a lot of people angry, but that's okay. We're connecting together portions of our territory. So that looks good. Maghreb is now out of this, and the only ones left is now Tunis. So we need to come up and deal with these peasants. We need to get these cores going. I'm going to wait until this core is finished because our overextension is high. So let's wait until this core is finished. That'll be done on 2 July. Kilwa rivaled us. Okay. And we're going to deal with these peasants, no problem there, and spread these guys out. Now, the question is, how much territory can we actually take here? We 100% want this and this, for sure. And this is going to be, what, 10, I think? Yeah, there we go. That's now cored. So that looks good. Now, what do we want? Well, we can 1,000% take these. And who would that make angry? Well, a number of people, but probably no one we care about. What if we took all of this as well? That's a lot. Is there anyone we care about in this? Because we're going to chill after this for sure. If we maximized this, it would be like this. And that would be a crazy amount. But we have France. And I believe we have Portugal. We don't have Portugal right now. Let's go over to Portugal. And they're no longer willing to accept an alliance because we're at war. Right, we have to stop this war first. But Portugal wouldn't mind this. Really. So here's what I'm thinking. We do this. It's going to be a lot. We're going to have to hard chill. So we need to absolutely hard chill at this moment. We just made a lot of people very upset, and I would like to get an alliance with Portugal. So let's start improving relations over here. Okay. So that's a lot. No doubt about that. We're going to need to core, but more importantly, yes, more importantly, we need to do a sale of titles, and then we need to do a loan here, and then one additional loan. Yeah, this is going to be expensive, but that's okay. I want to embrace this institution at this time. So we're going to do that, and now we're going to grab this admin tech. That's going to put us back ahead of time, which is a huge deal. And then we're going to grab this mill tech. Now, our diplomatic tech is still lagging behind, and we still need to work on that. Absolutely, that needs to be a thing. We can seize land, and we should do so. There we go. And now we can start coring. Can we get all of these cored? No, not quite, but that's okay. We can get started on it anyway. This is going to be a rough patch for us. We're going to have to majorly chill here. This is going to be tough. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Dark Horse, Ethan Feldman, Aurelio, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, The Lounge STL, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.